Let's talk about titles, people. I know people that like to have titles in their names, like president, vice president, CEO, or even in the government where they have sergeants, chiefs, or in courts where they have judges, and all these different titles where they have titles behind people's names. Well, what's interesting is the study has shown that most people who gravitate towards high positions where there's titles are psychopathic and sociopathic in tendencies. And we can look at politicians and we can look at people in power and know that power corrupts and corrupts absolutely, and see what they do with all of this stuff with their names coming out, with all of these hidden files that are being released now and all these different things today. But when we look at what God's method is, and you got to remember that hierarchy is established after the fall of Adam and Eve in the garden, and it's established through Satan. Satan is the one who establishes the hierarchy of titles and leadership. So God is the highest authority. Everybody underneath him was supposed to be underneath him. And there was a lateral playing field. We all were to serve one another and love one another and honor one another. But whenever the fall came, Satan took titles and hierarchies, and we can look at Ephesians chapter 6 verse 12 where it says, whether it be principalities, powers, thrones, dominions, and principalities and heavenly host of wickedness in heavenly places. That comes from Satan, and that's just what it boils down to, because that's what the Bible talks about as people's self-exaltation is ego and pride, and God resists the proud and gives grace to the humble. I know people like their titles, but if we look at Jesus Christ was the creator of all things. How does he present himself in the garden to Adam and Eve? He's walking in the cool with Adam and Eve as a Christophany, and like Adam and Eve look, and humility. But yet there's this angel who's the most beautiful creature in all of the Garden of Eden. He's full of splendor, he's full of wisdom, full of glory, and he becomes lifted up in pride and gets man to rebel against God by eating the tree and breaking the commandment, so that man could fall underneath his dominion, underneath his authority as the father of lies. And that's what took place. So it's no wonder to me that people seek and run